Welcome to the Yoga for Empaths podcast. My name is Tara Kaur, and we're going to be diving into many different topics related to holistic health, the yoga lifestyle, energy healing, and so much more. So I invite you to bring your favorite cup of herbal tea, your journal, and create some space to relax. Let's begin. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to another episode. And in this episode, I'm going to be sharing some reflections as we go through the full moon in Leo. So, reflections related to the energy of Leo, especially during these challenging and transitional times, and how we can tune in and tap into this energy in our own life. And I think it's much needed at this moment. This Leo energy is almost like a balancing force during these times where we are more on the opposite side of the spectrum, which is Aquarius. And as we're moving to the age of Aquarius, the Leo energy is what is going to help us bring everything back into the heart space. So I'm going to share my reflections about Leo energy with you, how it works in these times. We're also going to be talking about being an empath and what it means to connect with the Leo energy, especially if you are a sensitive soul, whether you call yourself an empath, highly sensitive person, whatever label you like to use. The Leo energy is very important in the way we exchange energy with the world. So let's begin. Let's begin by talking about the Leo energy. Leo energy. What comes up? Well, first thing I would definitely say is that Leo energy is connected with the heart. If you see somebody who has a lot of Leo energy in their natal chart, in the chart they were born with into this world, you will see they're very heart-driven. Everything that they do with their life, every way in which they channel their energy into the world around them has to be from the heart. It's either a heart energy or it's not. It's that sort of my heart opens or it closes type energy. So people who do have a lot of Leo work a lot with the heart chakra, but at the same time, they also work a lot with the solar plexus because Leo energy is a fire sign. And with these two working together, the chakras always tend to work with each other, especially the ones right next to each other. If the heart and the solar plexus are activated with heartful energy, such as the Leo full moon or the Leo new moon or anything in our chart that has Leo, when these two are activated, this is a very strong force. It is a strong force of creative energy that we can put into the world around us. And I think this is one of the positive things about the Leo energy. Every sign has their positives and their challenges or their shadow self. So the positives is that when we tune into this, it can be really powerful because we get very clear very quickly about the things in our life that we want to put love into. The things that feel good for us, the things that make us our heart and makes ourselves feel open. And during these times, especially as we're going through these different changes, it can be a challenge, and it can also be a very deep practice to keep returning back to the heart, no matter what's going on around us, no matter what's going on in the world, on a collective, or no matter what's going on in our own personal life. Always returning back to the heart is a place where we can also tune into our intuition. And as we move into this age of Aquarius, some of the elements of Leo is needed to balance out this very strong Aquarian energy that we're moving into. I have a full online workshop where you can listen to the holistic approaches of the Aquarian age, and I dive into more depth about what the Aquarian age is and how we can relate to it. So feel free to check the link in the description box. But the one thing I would definitely say about the Aquarian age is that in many aspects it is very opposite from the Leo energy. If you look at the astrology signs, we always have two sides of the spectrum. And in this case, we have the Leo on one side, which is a heartful energy. It's the wanting to be loved energy. It's the holding space with the heart. It's a channeling from a place of passion. It can also be an energy of wanting to be the center of attention or wanting to hold space around themselves. So a lot of people who are performers or very creative, they tend to have a lot of Leo energy. And then on the other side, there is this energy where we're dealing with Aquarian energy, which is very much a distancing, non attachment energy. It doesn't like to be too close to things. It can be quite logical, it can be more in the mind, less in the heart space. Um, it can be very dynamic, which is much of the energy that we need at the moment, especially as we're going through changes. But it's not just about self and loving self and sharing self. It's also, the Aquarian energy is about the groups, being disattached or unattached to people personally, but also being very attached to the group dynamics. So, if we are going to go through into this Aquarian age, we have to find this balance of not being too much in the shadow of Aquarian. And the only way to do this is to look at the Leo energy. On a personal level, if you look at your natal chart, which you can find in any free astrology website, there usually is a link where you can download your own personal natal chart. Have a look where Leo is in your own chart, which house it's in, which planets are there, and you will have a very general indication, even if you don't know anything about astrology. As long as you know which house it's in and which planets are in Leo, and everyone has Leo in their chart somewhere, then you can get a little bit of an idea of where you can channel this heartful energy into. And if you are a sensitive soul like myself, and if you are someone who calls himself an empath or a highly sensitive person, this is also a very interesting energy, because one of the patterns that I notice, and one of the themes that keep coming up during my therapy sessions, when I'm talking about the chakras and I'm looking at someone's chakras, I'm noticing that because of this heartful energy, and because of how vulnerable sometimes we have to be in connecting to the heart space and channeling this energy outwards, a lot of sensory beings tend, not everyone, but a lot of us tend to at one point in our life shut it down for protection. And I've seen more and more of this in the last 10 years, where there has been a pattern, mainly through survival, I would say survival in some way, where many of us have found that we find security in shutting down our heart chakra because it feels more safe, because we want to protect our heart, because we don't want to absorb all the energy that can sometimes be too much or overwhelming in the world around us. So if you are a sensitive soul, it's a big reminder during this moon energy to connect back to the heart and to find things or ways that you've been shutting down your energy, if there are any. It's just an invitation to look at those parts of ourselves where we have been shutting down, even if it did feel better, even if we did feel more protected. And unfortunately, I would say that there also has to be a balance in how we manage that shutting down of energy. Sometimes we just instinctively do this. It's a pattern that we develop over time as a sensitive soul, but it's not necessarily a healthy boundary for our heart. So I ask you, where have you been shutting down your own energy, especially your heart? Take a moment to think about any moments in your life or even recently where you felt like you had to shut down your heart space, whether it was for protection or whether it was because you didn't want to absorb any energy other people's emotions, the general energy around us, which can come from environments, whatever it is. Where have you tended to shut your heart space? And also, why? Can you think of why you may have done this, or why it felt safer to shut down your heart space? And as you're thinking about this, continue breathing deeply into your heart space. And especially if you have been feeling like you've had to shut down your heart for any reason, every single morning I invite you to connect with your heart. Before you start your daily routines, connect and breathe into your heart space. Allow your heart to feel safe. Allow your heart to be in a space where it is able to express itself. That's another Leo energy, the expression of Leo. And also to be in a space where you can channel into the things that you love. So the next question I'd like to ask you is, if you could do more of the things that you love, what would they be? So if you could think of anything at the moment in your life where you can channel more of your heart into, what would you do? What would you be channeling your energy into? And again, take a moment to connect with your heart, to think about it, to feel it. More importantly, feel what comes up for you. And when you're ready, take a mental note or write it down. And take a moment to also feel what emotions have been weighing you down, if any. If you've been feeling any emotions that have been heavy on your heart lately. Full moon energy is always about completing things, about the completion of cycles. So we're going to end this podcast episode with a meditation. So get ready to connect with your heart and create space. For this meditation, we're going to be seated, so find a comfortable position that works for you. It can be cross-legged if you like. It can be on a chair. It can be with some support such as a cushion or something on your back. As long as your spine is nice and straight and you're able to breathe in and out easily, and that you're comfortable throughout the meditation. So get into this seated position. And as you're settling down, I'd like you to place your hands on your lap, palms facing upwards as a gesture of being open to receiving. And begin to close your eyes. As you're closing your eyes, I'd like you to take your inner gaze towards your third eye point. That's the point between your eyebrows. This is the place of intuition, inner guidance, really tuning in within to our divine inner knowing. Take a moment to connect with your breath and just notice the natural breathing pattern that you have at the moment. Observe your breath as it's going in, as you're inhaling, and as you're exhaling and releasing. And just notice if your breath is feeling heavy, is it feeling light? Is it feeling shallow or deep? Is it feeling restricted or is it quite relaxed with some flow? And continue breathing this way, slowly deepening your breath. Every time you inhale, just slowly begin to deepen your breath, and every time you exhale, slowly begin to exhale more deeply. We're going to use our breath as one of the foundations for this meditation. So every time you're breathing in, imagining that you're filling your body with life force energy through your breath. And every time you're exhaling, you're releasing any old stagnant energy, any stress, any tension, anything that doesn't serve you. And as you're doing this, I'd like you to think about anything that's happened today or recently that stressed you out, that's triggered you in any way. And use your breath. Inhale deeply with your life force energy, energizing your body, and use your exhalations every time you're exhaling to release that stress. Let go. Allow yourself to let go so that you can be present with this meditation. Allow anything that's come up for you recently to just be released through your breath. And when you're ready, take a beautiful deep breath in. Really breathe in as much as possible and hold your breath right at the top. And exhale completely when you're ready. Let it all go. And again, breathing in really deeply when you're ready. Inhaling deeply and holding your breath right at the top. And then exhaling deeply, letting it all go. And one last time, breathing in deeply, holding your breath at the top, and exhale. Let it go. Allow your breath to return back to normal. And as you're breathing in deeply and exhaling, I'd like you to become aware of your belly, so your abdomen area. Every time you're breathing in, I'd like you to bring awareness to your belly as it expands outwards every time you inhale deeply. And as you exhale, I'd like you to be aware of your belly contracting, going inwards as you release. And at this point, you can take one of the palms of your hands and just place it lightly on your belly. I feel that natural rhythm, inhaling, expanding your belly like a balloon outwards, exhaling and feeling the balloon becoming smaller. And we hold a lot of energy ties around our second chakra, which is around our abdomen area. We hold a lot of emotions, energy ties. We hold a lot of creativity in this area as well. So we want to make sure that we release anything that doesn't serve us, any emotions, any energy ties, and we invite new creative energy into our lives so that we can manifest more things. So in saying this, again, bring awareness every time you're inhaling, filling up your belly space, and exhaling and releasing any old energy, any old emotions. And continue to do this. And keep your palm where your belly is, and take your other palm and place it on your heart space, directly where you can feel your heart beat the strongest. And connect with your heart at the same time. And our heart chakra is all about the center of our energy system. It really balances out our upper chakras, our lower chakras, our 5D self, our 3D self, our higher self with our more earthly self. Our heart really processes a lot of different things, and it has a beautiful divine intelligence of its own, much more than our brain. So as you're connecting with your heartbeat, I'd like you to set an intention for this meditation. And for this special time, the Lion's Gate, about being open. If you don't have anything specific, you can just set an intention to be nice and open. And And when you're ready, return back into your heart space, feeling all those thoughts and intentions becoming seed energy into your heart space. And you can keep your palms there, where your heart and your abdomen is, or you can place them back to your sides on your lap if you like to, with your palms facing up. You choose whatever feels comfortable for you. And at this point, we're just going to take our focus to the base of our spine. Feel the connection with your body and whatever it is that's supporting you underneath, whether it's a chair or the floor. Just feel that support underneath you and the gravity of your body. And slowly bring your awareness from the base of your spine. Travel your focus upwards along your spine, upwards towards your heart space around your back, and your spine going upwards towards your shoulders. And just stay here for a minute and allow any tension around your shoulders and your neck to just melt away. Feel your shoulders becoming supported by your body. Feel your neck releasing any tension. And slowly travel your focus upwards towards your jaw. Feel any tension around your jaw just melting away. And bring your focus up towards your face and feel all the muscles around your face relaxing. Feel your eyes becoming really soft. Bring your focus upwards again towards the top of your head, feeling your scalp, any tension around your scalp area and your upper head, just melting away. Feel like you're being pulled upwards very gently. So feeling your spine becoming really straight. Feel like you're being pulled upwards by an imaginary string, just aligning your spine, aligning your head so that your posture is nice and straight and open and relaxed. And continuing with focusing on the top of your head, I'd like you to imagine this beautiful ball of energy starting to form around the top of your head. And this beautiful ball of energy is starting to form into a beautiful lotus flower, opening up, very gently pointing upwards. And it's starting to radiate a lot of energy outwards. And it's also receiving a lot of energy. So this is connecting to your higher self, to your connection to the universe and beyond. Allowing you to be open to any downloads, any information, any inspiration and insights that you may be receiving at this time. Feel that beautiful lotus flower at the top of your head really blossoming. And just like sunlight, just like those beautiful powerful rays of sunlight, feel this energy from up above flooding in towards this lotus flower on top of your head. And this wonderful lotus flower is just absorbing all of this light from up above you, really absorbing it up towards your energy system around your head, just filling it up. And this energy is starting to filter downwards towards your third eye point between your eyebrows. And at this point, just feel the energy from up above, from the crown, from the lotus around your crown, opening up even more. Bringing that energy downwards towards your throat. Feeling your throat becoming really open. Throat chakra is all about releasing and communication. So this is a wonderful chakra to remind ourselves to communicate with love and compassion towards ourselves and to others. And then feeling that energy going into our heart space. And at this point, feel your heart starting to really open up. Open up with all this energy that's coming up from way above and beyond. Integrating into your body, integrating into your system, into your physical self. And at this point, I also invite you to imagine that this energy is starting to form this beautiful ball of energy around your heart space. Just feel really connected with this energy in your heart space. Our heart is all about compassion, reminding us of what we feel most passionate about, reminding us of our true purpose. So at this point, just allow yourself to receive and to connect with your heart energy and its divine wisdom, and your divine wisdom as well, your inner guidance. Feel that ball rotating around your heart space, and if you like, you can imagine this energy is turning into a beautiful green color. So this is the color of the heart chakra. If you see another color, you can use that instead, or if you don't see any color, that's fine as well. Just imagining that energy expanding, and use your breath. As you're inhaling deeply, feel your heart space and the energy ball starting to expand around your heart. And as you exhale, allow yourself to release anything that your heart has been holding on to that no longer serves you on this journey of life, on your purpose. Slowly feel that ball of energy starting to get bigger and expanding across your chest area. And it's slowly starting to expand upwards and downwards towards your abdomen and towards your neck area, continuing to spin in this beautiful ball. And allow that ball of energy to expand even wider until it's completely surrounding you. And you're right in the middle of this beautiful ball of energy. This energy is infusing your aura. It's infusing and charging up your chakra system. It's allowing you to be open to receiving with love, and to integrate anything that you're receiving or downloading into your system in a physical way as well. So take a moment to just enjoy that feeling of being in this energy ball. And if you like, you can imagine every cell of your body is starting to vibrate within this energy of love and compassion through your own heart system and your own heart energy ball around you. And take this time to see what comes up within. Are you feeling any emotions coming up? Are you feeling any thoughts coming up? And how is your body feeling on a physical level? Are you feeling any parts of your body as being light or heavy, tense or relaxed? Continue breathing nice and deeply. Allow yourself to really channel in that energy from the higher realms into your heart space, into this ball of energy around you from your heart space. We're living in such a beautiful transitional time. And maybe in this point in your life, you're also working on things in your life. So you can use this space as a safe place where you can contemplate and reflect on what you're working on. So take a moment to think about any projects or any ambitions or aims that you have right now. If you don't have anything specific, maybe you can just focus on the feeling that you're working towards, something that will make you feel good within, make you feel like you're going towards your purpose, your journey. Keep breathing deeply and just allow it to come up. You can stay in this step of the meditation for as long as you like, but we're going to close now. So if you'd like to pause it, feel free to do that, or if you'd like to end the meditation now, feel free to do this with me right now. So, whatever it is that you've been experiencing throughout the meditation, feel that energy just collecting around your heart space. Take the palms of both of your hands, place them together, bring them into your heart space, and gently bow your head downwards. And take a moment to give thanks for anything that you received throughout the meditation, any thoughts, any emotions, any inspiration, anything at all that came up. Give thanks to yourself for holding space for yourself in a loving, beautiful way. Be reminded that you are an infinite, beautiful being, connected to everything and beyond. Be reminded that you're supported by the universe, or whatever you'd like to call it, at all times. And take this energy with you throughout the day, and maybe the days ahead of you. Be reminded to always lead with your heart. Lead with your intuition. Lead with your inner guidance. Really trust the process as you go along your path and your journey, as you work towards your goals. Keep breathing nice and deeply, and when you're ready, I'd like you to take your focus to the chair or the floor underneath you, whatever it is that's supporting you underneath you. Start to feel the gravity of your body on it, just to ground your energy into your body again. Gently release your hands to your sides, and you can wriggle your fingers and your toes to get some sensation back into your body as well. And when you're ready, slowly open up your eyes and just take your gaze right in front of you. Allow your eyes to soften, to gently focus on the room around you, on the space around you. And when you're ready, feel free to continue your day. Thank you for joining me on this meditation.